against your skin so brown. And I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight.
7 up, 3 down coming to you. Representing We the People. Thought I'd get out of this morning. I picked up a few new goodies for the match, the little IDP-ish match that Mr. Big Johnson and Gear and I are going to hopefully next weekend. We thought we'd start off with a few shots from 50 yards on a fresh target with the old blaster, the Shadow 2 here this morning. So let's see what happens from 50 yards out. Quite a few hits already from 50. To start off with, obviously the old Shadow 2 that I've made a bunch of videos about with the lock grips that are absolutely amazing. These grips are fantastic. If you've got a Shadow 2, any CZ 1911, go get you a pair of these. You'll thank us later very much. These are fantastic grips. I'll set this over to the side. I picked this up last night from Academy. I don't know if you'd call it an off-road, kind of an off-road wagon, maybe, so to speak. Let me move my camera up here. But it's got obviously as you can see, it folds up. In fact, you can just grab a hold of it. Well, after I unlock it here, just open it up and you grab a hold of it, and it just collapses down. Or you can open her back up, and she's ready to go. Hold 150 pounds worth of equipment in it. Of course, got your tow handle. It's got swiveling wheels down here that are rubber. They're real soft. They shouldn't have any problems over rocks or anything. Can put your range bag, can put your water bottle, ammo. First one thing and another when you go into a match. In fact, I think, yep, that even telescopes. That is the handle. Sorry, it's out of frame. The handle telescopes on it, so thought that was pretty neat. One other thing I picked up and that I'm actually wearing, and I don't normally buy gadgets, well, sometimes electronic gadgets. I picked these little guys up that have some adjustment on. They have adjustable hearing protection. They're made by Surefire. So, and I looked at some reviews while in the store. They're not junk. If you really want the maximum hearing protection, you can close this little tab off, or if you want to open it up where you can hear conversations clear, just almost as clear as you and I standing here talking, you can open this little tab up, and yet it will still protect you from loud gunshots or any kind of loud. It really doesn't matter, but they're extremely comfortable. These are rubber. I mean, they are really, really soft rubber. I've wore them a little bit last night. Wore them just a minute ago shooting. They work. They stop all the noise. Makes a big difference in my opinion, and so far I really like them. They were on sale for $7.99, marked down from like 18 or 20, something like that. They're made by Surefire, the EP3s. They're supposed to, the NRR protection is 24 decibel. Filtered, flanged earplugs. And they work absolutely great so far. Obviously, I have to use them some more and report back on how they're working, but so far so good. All right, got my gear with me now. This is a double alpha. This is their supposedly their top of the line. There's two different versions. There's a, Lord, I should have looked it up so I could have told y'all. I'll try to put a link in the description. There's kind of a little bit more of an entry level one that everybody says is still a great belt. But and it's like $50, and this one's like $57 for supposedly their top of the line, top quality belt. So far, I really like it. I shot it a lot around here. you've got, of course, your inner belt that Velcro's on. You get it good and snug, and on the outside it's got the fuzzies for the rough part of the Velcro to go over it. Once you run the small inner belt through your belt loops on whatever you're wearing, get it nice and snug and where you want it, and then you take this belt, you take the big one, and you drape it around and over the top of the other belt, all the way around you, and Velcro it in together, and that's what holds the whole system together. These are also double alpha mag pouches. They were I think they were $33 or $34 a piece. They weren't their sure enough high dollar race pouches. I'm obviously long ways from needing something like that, but they are adjustable. They've got a little knob right here that allows you to adjust this little insert for different magazines and for how much retention you want on your magazine. They come with about 6 or 7 of these little inserts. You have to take this screw back here out and this little wheel to change them, which takes 10 seconds. No problem. But it fits a variety of magazines, big time, from single stack, double stack. I mean, the biggest and smallest magazines you can imagine, you can make these fit. One of the neat things I like about them that some of the, especially the cheaper ones, don't have is the way they attach to the belt. They've got a bar that runs across here that squeezes the belt. It's got 2 little Allen screws on it. And the nice thing about them, some of the cheaper ones out there have this great big plastic piece that is as wide like as this entire bracket. Well, that's fine and they work. However, when you go to put this belt on top of your belt that's already through your belt loops, you're losing this much area of Velcro attachment, and then you go over here and you're using more area and then more area, and then when you get to your holster, you're losing all of this entire, so you're losing a lot of area for your Velcro to actually get a hold of your inner belt. And I have not seen, but I've read some people that fuss about that it's just not quite as secure. So Double Alpha was smart enough to make these little teeny tiny thin small stainless steel strips that take up very little room, including on their holster. So you get the maximum, let's use a word that's not a word, Velcro-age around your belt to your inner belt, where it is rock solid. And then guys, this thing is stout. In fact, matter of fact, look at this. I can stick, everybody knows, or most people know, gun is, just show everybody, completely empty, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine, dead gun. Paperweight right now. You can stick the gun in the holster. Now that's over a 46 ounce gun, and look at that. I'm holding it way out here on the edge. You can see how stiff and stout that this belt is. It will hold your stuff big time. Which in a competitive situation, you want it. You don't want it, you don't want it sitting on you and drooping off to what you want. It straight and held there. This holster has got an amazing design system, and it has actually got right here, probably hard to see, right here there's an Allen key. And if you can see right inside here, there is actually a little metal ball, okay? And that ball allows you can loosen that screw, and you can cant this holster anyway. It's infinite. Any way you want to cant it, forward, backwards, into you, the top out. It's endless what you can do to adjust it. To adjust the holster up and down, you've got a second Allen key down here that you take loose. Oops, sorry, it was off camera. You got a second Allen key down here that you take loose, and this strip right here that's actually bottomed out on mine, you can then slide the holster. You can slide the holster up and down on this strip to decide what kind of ride height you want. I mean, for the money, man, I think it was $70-ish, something like that. And I haven't been in competitive shooting, so I'm not real sure how it all works necessarily, and I don't know everything that's out there, but from the few guys that I've talked to say that this is by far junk stuff. This is highly recommended stuff. We're going to see how it holds up. I've shot it a few times, used it a few times practicing some drills out here in the yard, and it's done fine, but we're going to run it through some actual matches and kind of beat on it a little bit, and then I'll come back and we'll review how well it stood up, what I think about it, if it stretched out, if it slumps, just what we think about it. As always, thanks for watching. Greatly appreciate everybody's input today, and everybody's input on past videos, and a big shout out to my good friend Big Johnson Guns and Gear. Fantastic YouTuber, plethora of knowledge, absolutely fantastic videos. I'll leave a link in the description to his videos. Please go subscribe to him and help him out. And we look forward to hopefully next weekend, weather permitting, maybe might bring a collaboration of our shooting at this new little match. It'll be a first time for me and a second for him. And thanks for watching.